Hello, I'm Rachel Porter, Digital Curriculum Integration Specialist for Southwest Parke Community Schools. In this video, I want to show you our journey from print to digital curriculum, talk to you about the reasons why we're making this transition, and show you the outline of our plan to do so. The first question is, why would we choose this path, especially in a time when education is under a huge transition from state standards to Common Core and the addition of teacher effectiveness rubrics and evaluation changes. So here's our list of the top 5 reasons, certainly not the only reasons, why we feel that this is the right transition to make, but it's also the right time to make it, when we can make all those things work together to make one big transition to improve education for students. So the number one reason, and to me the by far the most important, is to provide efficient and effective differentiated instruction and learning for our students. Every student who walks into our classroom is unique, and trying to provide them with the exact instruction that they need for their skill set, learning abilities, learning styles, maybe disabilities that they may have, is a very challenging thing for teachers who have a classroom of 20, 25, 30 students all in a unique situation. Digital tools allow us a way to do that in a much more efficient and effective manner. The number 2 reason is that we want to truly immerse students in a dynamic content. We want that content to be interactive and personalized. We want it to be truly relevant to that student, something authentic that they can apply to real-life situations that can happen to them. And textbooks don't quite fit that description, and they don't live up to those 5 things. Third, we want to provide access to a wide range of learning resources that are available at all times for the students. So we don't want them to just have one resource to go to. We want them to have many, many resources to go to. And we want those to be available inside the classroom, outside the classroom, and not just when they happen to have a textbook with them. Number 4, we want to improve student motivation. It is certainly true that this is a digital generation and that they are highly engaged when they are using technology to learn. And number 5, we want to prepare students for their future education and careers. No matter what path the student takes after they leave high school, it will involve the use of technology, and we want to make sure that students are equipped and prepared to do so and be successful. This journey began in October of 2011 when Southwest Parke Schools formed a digital curriculum committee. This was a district-wide committee that researched the success of other schools. We visited some other schools in the state of Indiana, and we learned from both their successes and their failures, and as we formed our plan for how we wanted to proceed. Next, we made some decisions. We decided as a committee that a one-to-one implementation was absolutely necessary in order for students to be successful with digital curriculum. We also wanted to focus on changing the way we teach, not just adding technology into the classroom, but truly transforming the classroom, as I was describing on the previous screen. And next, we had a commitment to professional development and support for teachers, so much so that we decided an entirely new position had to be added to our staff, Digital Curriculum Integration Specialist, which is the role that I stepped into in the middle of the school year last year, leaving the classroom at the semester break to begin full-time professional development. So through the spring semester and through the summer, we focused on communication and preparing for the changes we were going to be making. Knowing that the one-to-one initiative would begin at the start of the 2012-2013 school year, we wanted to spend that semester making those preparations. So we did a lot of communication to parents, explaining what we meant by digital curriculum and what that doesn't mean. A lot of parents were concerned that their children would be on computers all day long from the minute they walked in the school to the minute they left, and we had to really spend a lot of time communicating to them that that was not the case, that we had a blended learning environment coming and that they would be using the best of traditional methods and digital tools. We did this communication through a variety of means: newspapers, newsletters, web page updates, and we held 3 informational meetings, one at each school building, last spring. We also began professional development. We did full staff professional development, again focusing on really defining what we meant by digital curriculum and what a digital classroom would be looking like. We also selected 10 pilot teachers that were focused on in that professional development. And they received pretty intense one-on-one and small group sessions where they were trained in the use of digital resources and learned how to create their own curriculum based on standards. It was a huge transition for teachers to understand that instead of going step by step through a textbook over the course of the year, we were going to follow that scope and sequence, but pull in the best of the digital tools to create our own curriculum based on those state standards. The beginning of the 2012-2013 school year, we did initiate the one-to-one, passing out laptop computers to over 800 students. The pilot teachers then have made that transition. They are using a collection of digital resources to teach their lessons, non-reliant on printed textbooks. They are also mentoring other teachers so that they can begin making this transition as well. Our professional development has continued in the training of the use of the curriculum resources that we have available to us, and in how to curate curriculum, how to go to those resources and pull out that scope and sequence and teach those standards. And then also we are focusing on that transition to Common Core and how this can play into the teacher effectiveness rubric as well, using those digital resources to provide the data that we need to assure that students are successful. Our target then is that by the end of the 2013-2014 school year, all teachers in grades 2 through 12 will no longer be relying on printed textbooks, but instead will be using digital curriculum to provide differentiated instruction and learning in their classrooms. We want those lessons to be focused on those 5 components of being interactive, personalized for the student, relevant to the student, applied, and authentic. We also want to make sure that we're transitioning to Common Core standards and assessments in that time frame. So our journey is a 2.5-year journey, and at the end of this journey we are hopeful that we can say that we have truly transformed the way we teach at Southwest Parke Schools. If you have any questions about our journey, I would be happy to answer those for you. My contact information is available on the screen. Thank you.